The Battle of Somme, an analysis of the deadliest World War I battle. Presentation overview. Battle of Somme background. The Battle of Somme was one of the deadliest battles of the First World War. We'll examine the causes of the war and the preparation and planning that led up to the battle. Key events of the battle. We'll explore the key events of the battle, including the first day of the battle, the use of new technology, and the role of women. Aftermath of the battle. Finally, we will examine the aftermath of the battle, including the casualties and losses, the impact on the war, and the lessons learned. Background to the Battle of Somme. Causes of World War I. The causes of World War I were complex, including a web of alliances and rivalries that existed among European nations at the time. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary was also a trigger for the war. Preparation and planning. Both sides used new weapons and tactics in preparation for the Battle of Somme. The British Army used artillery bombardments to soften up German defenses, while the Germans used bunkers and machine guns to hold their positions. Causes of the war. Political alliances. The complex system of political alliances among European nations contributed to the outbreak of World War I, as each country felt obligated to come to the aid of its allies. Imperial ambitions. The competition between European powers for colonies, resources, and influence around the world fueled tensions and rivalries that contributed to the outbreak of World War I. Nationalism. Nationalistic rivalries and sentiments among European nations played a significant role in the outbreak of World War I, as each country sought to prove its strength and superiority. Assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary in 1914 was the spark that ignited the war, as it triggered a series of diplomatic crises and military mobilizations that ultimately led to the outbreak of conflict. Preparation and planning. New artillery strategy. The British Army developed a new artillery strategy for the Battle of Somme, involving a week-long bombardment of German lines to weaken their defenses. German trenches. The Germans were well prepared for the Battle of Somme, with deep trenches that protected their soldiers from British artillery fire. Key events of the Battle of Somme. First day of the battle. The first day of the Battle of Somme was the bloodiest day in the history of British Army, with over 57,000 casualties. The attack was preceded by a week-long artillery bombardment which failed to destroy the German defenses. Use of new technology. The Battle of Somme saw the first use of tanks on the battlefield. Although the tanks were unreliable and had little impact on the outcome of the battle, they represented a significant innovation in military technology. Role of women. The Battle of Somme saw the deployment of women in non-combat roles for the first time in the history of warfare. Women served as nurses, ambulance drivers, and clerks, playing a vital role in supporting the troops. The first day of the battle, Battle of Somme. The Battle of Somme was fought between July and November 1916 in France and was one of the bloodiest battles in human history. The first day of the battle was particularly deadly for the British Army, resulting in heavy losses. Heavy casualties. On the first day of the Battle of Somme, the British suffered over 57,000 casualties, including 19,000 killed. The high number of casualties was due to the poor planning and execution of the British strategy. Trench warfare. The Battle of Somme was fought using trench warfare, which involved soldiers digging trenches for protection and firing at the enemy from those trenches. The trenches were often muddy and unsanitary, leading to diseases and infections. The role of women on the battlefield. In certain wars, women played an active role on the battlefield as nurses, combatants, and even spies, showing their bravery and determination to contribute to the war effort. Women on the home front. During times of war, women made significant contributions to the home front by working in factories, maintaining infrastructure, and raising families while their husbands were fighting overseas. Women as medical personnel. Many women served as nurses during wars, providing medical care to wounded soldiers and playing a vital role in the overall war effort. Aftermath of the Battle of Somme. Casualties and losses. The Battle of Somme resulted in over 1 million casualties, including deaths, injuries, and missing in action. The losses on both sides were staggering and had a profound impact on the war. Impact on the war. The Battle of Somme was one of the deadliest battles of World War One and had a profound impact on the war. It changed the way war was fought and led to the development of new tactics and strategies. Lessons learned. The Battle of Somme was a costly lesson for both sides. It highlighted the importance of careful planning, preparation, and communication in battles, and the need for effective medical care for soldiers. Impact on the war. Military consequences. The Battle of Somme had a significant impact on the military situation of the war. It weakened the German army and forced them to divert resources from other fronts. Political consequences. The Battle of Somme had a significant impact on the political situation of the war. It shifted the momentum of the war in favor of the Allies and boosted their morale. Importance of artillery. The Battle of Somme highlighted the importance of heavy artillery in modern warfare. Artillery was used extensively during the battle to support troops and break through enemy lines. Importance of trenches and communication. The Battle of Somme highlighted the importance of trenches and communication in modern warfare. Trenches were used to provide cover for troops, and communication was essential for coordinating attacks and defending positions. Better medical care for wounded soldiers. The Battle of Somme highlighted the need for better medical care for wounded soldiers. Medical facilities were overwhelmed during the battle, and many wounded soldiers died due to lack of medical attention. Crucial role of women in the war effort. The Battle of Somme highlighted the crucial role of women in the war effort. Women played an important role in supporting the troops by working in factories, hospitals, and other essential services. Conclusion. The Battle of Somme was a tragic event in human history that taught us valuable lessons about the nature of war and the resilience of the human spirit. We must never forget the sacrifices made by the soldiers who fought in this battle and honor their memory by striving for peace and understanding in our world today. Thank you.